Imagine this. An American MQ-9 Reaper drone is flying over the skies of Yemen. Its infrared camera picks up something unusual, something that's not a plane, not a missile, not even a conventional drone. Suddenly, a Hellfire missile is launched. It screams across the sky at supersonic speed and strikes the target. But then, something unbelievable happens. The missile makes contact, yet there is no explosion. The object shakes slightly, releases a few fragments, and then continues flying, completely unfazed. So, what exactly was hit that day? A cheap kamikaze drone? A classified weapon? Or something far beyond our current understanding, what many call a UFO or UAP? Welcome back to the Military Doc. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most controversial incidents caught on camera in recent years. For the first time, we have footage showing an American combat drone engaging what appears to be an unidentified flying object with a Hellfire missile. But instead of providing answers, the footage leaves us with even more questions. The incident. The reported engagement took place in October of last year, off the coast of Yemen. An MQ-9 Reaper drone recorded an orb-shaped object using its forward-looking infrared system. The object moved quickly along a steady trajectory. Shortly after, a second MQ-9 was authorized to engage. At about 21 seconds into the leaked clip, a Hellfire missile enters the frame and slams into the target. The result? Not the fiery destruction everyone expected. Instead, the missile appeared to glance off. A few pieces of debris seemed to fly away, but the object kept going untouched, almost invincible. Why a Hellfire? The choice of weapon is already unusual. The AGM-114 Hellfire is not an air-to-air missile. It was designed to destroy tanks, bunkers, and armored vehicles. Weighing about 100 pounds, traveling at Mach 1.3, and carrying a 20-pound explosive warhead, the Hellfire is devastating against ground targets. But against aircraft? That's not its intended role. So why was it used here? The answer is simple: improvisation. MQ-9 Reapers are rarely equipped with sidewinders or AMRAAMs, which are dedicated air-to-air weapons. In this case, the crew had no other choice but to use what was on board the Hellfire: the failure to detonate. Here's where the real mystery begins. Why didn't the warhead explode? Technically, Hellfires use what's called a crush switch in the nose of the missile. It requires a hard, direct impact to trigger detonation. If the strike is only a glancing blow, the switch might not activate, leaving the warhead intact. Some analysts suggest the target wasn't solid enough, perhaps a lightweight drone made of composites, the kind used by Houthi forces in Yemen. Others argue it was something far more advanced, a true UAP with technology that neutralized the missile. But let's stick to military logic. History is full of examples where aircraft survived missile hits even when warheads did detonate. In Iraq, A-10 Warthogs returned to base after being struck by SAMs. An Israeli F-15 once landed safely after losing an entire wing in midair. So is it really that impossible that a drone, cheap or not, could shrug off a glancing Hellfire strike? Testimony in Congress. This case gained even more attention when Congressman Eric Burles presented the footage during a UAP hearing. A pointed question was asked: does the US have any aircraft capable of surviving a Hellfire missile strike like this? The witness, a former Air Force military police officer, simply answered, no. But here's the catch: he wasn't a weapons specialist. His career gave him little reason to study missile systems. His answer was more personal opinion than expert analysis. Yet, that simple no echoed through headlines worldwide, fueling speculation about alien technology. Technical breakdown. Let's run the numbers. A Hellfire missile weighs roughly 45 kilograms and travels at about 446 meters per second. Using the formula for kinetic energy, that equals over 4.5 megajoules, comparable to a Ford F-150 pickup truck hitting you at 134 miles per hour. So how did the object survive? Likely because the missile didn't strike directly. Instead, it clipped the target, transferring only part of its energy. And without a proper impact on the nose, the crush switch never triggered. That means no explosion. Given this, the more likely explanation is that the object was a Group 3 drone, similar to the Iranian-made Shahed drones used by Houthi rebels. These drones are cheap, expendable, and surprisingly resilient. Why? The mystery remains. So why is this still considered a UFO case? Because the Department of Defense has not released the full picture. What we've seen is just one snippet of infrared footage. MQ-9 seconds carry multiple sensors, daylight cameras, synthetic aperture radar, laser rangefinders, and all of that data remains classified. It's entirely possible that within the Pentagon, this mystery is already solved, but without that evidence, the public is left guessing. And when the footage looks strange enough, speculation quickly turns toward the extraordinary. So, Did an MQ-9 Reaper really shoot at an alien craft? Or was it simply a kamikaze drone that got lucky? The truth is, we don't know. What we do know is this: modern combat is unpredictable, and even the most advanced weapons don't always work as expected. This incident reminds us that technology has limits and that mysteries still exist in the skies. Whether it was an extraordinary alien encounter or just an ordinary drone, the unanswered questions keep this case alive. What do you think? Was this an alien spacecraft shrugging off an American missile, or just another cheap drone that survived by chance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into military history and modern warfare.